is Us is a show that comes to the board where we bring you the weekly word, the weirdest we found on the World Wide Web this week. Oh, Jesus, I'm so glad I got through that. We've had quite a bit of a chat off air, listeners, and I mean, fair to you that I think Gaz and I would say we're fairly drunk.
Yes.
And Mike would say that he's certainly imbibed something else.
No comment.
Exactly. Obviously no comment. But this week we've had some very large news.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I was going to cut to the chase, really. Massive underground structures found beneath the Giza pyramids spark ancient energy grid conspiracy theories.
It is fucking mental.
Oh, this is insane. This is legit. People, this is legit.
Yeah, this isn't...
Well, we don't know for certain yet. Because this has been leaked, hasn't it?
It has been. This was done like a few years ago. It was like 2022 when this was peer reviewed.
But they were meant to... Oh, they had to press it.
They've had a peer review.
They've had a press... Have they? Okay, go
They
on.
had a peer review. It was like a couple of years ago.
Okay.
That's the video I watched today.
I thought this was leaked and they hadn't actually released it yet.
No, this was literally done like 2022, 2023.
Yeah, I know it was done then, but they had to... There was a lot of maths involved and to try and get...
Well,
I don't know.
I heard it had been peer reviewed.
Okay.
But who can say? A stunning new radar study has sent shockwaves across the internet, revealing a vast subterranean complex beneath the pyramids of Giza, challenging long-held beliefs the structures were built solely as royal tombs. Using synthetic aperture radar, or SAR tomography, scientists Geraldo Malanga of the University of Pisa and Filipino Biondi of the University of Strathclyde.
Hey!
University of Pisa, University of Strathclyde. Fantastic.
Beautiful.
They scanned the Khafre pyramid and uncovered what appears to be an underground system stretching 2 kilometres beneath all 3 major pyramids.
Well, that's not the bit you should have stressed. It should have been the 2 kilometres.
2 kilometres.
Well, I can take 2 kilometres under the Grand Pyramid, but all 3 of them...
My brain doesn't do kilometres. 2 km in miles.
1.6 miles?
1.243.
Yeah.
1.2 miles down. It's insane.
The findings made public through a scientific paper and a press release issued on March 15th detail 5 identical multi-level structures connected by geometric passageways near the base of the Khafre pyramid. Even more striking were the 8 vertical cylindrical wells encircled by spiral pathways. That's what gets me. So you built these things and you've built spiral pathways.
It might be pathways. There might be tubes. It might be pipes.
They're literally going around the edge of the tube.
Yeah, I know, but aren't they like, they could be walkways, but they could also be like, I don't know, like some sort of tubing.
Aqueduct to carry water, maybe.
Something, some sort of drainage. Who knows? But they're definitely there.
Well, either way, they go down 648 metres below the surface.
Jesus.
These wells ultimately merge into 2 massive cube-shaped chambers, each measuring 80 metres on each side. That's new. Well, it's not far from a football pitch, is it?
80 metres.
Now, theories on this aren't new. Inventor Nikola Tesla once speculated that the pyramids might collect and harness Earth's natural energy, and Tesla's thoughts on universally free energy are probably best left for another episode, aren't they? But geez, I do advise you, listener, go and research this, look at the diagrams, look at what they found. It's absolutely mental. And is this... Oh, we know the Egyptians are great engineers, but do they predate them? Does this predate them? Is this why they built the pyramids in the spots they're on?
Possibly.
I mean, Cleopatra thought the pyramids were ancient. She sent archaeologists to go look at the pyramids. They were ancient to her in like 500 BC.
Oh
Yeah, Egyptians have been around for about 2,000 years.
I know, but still they're ancient to her, and we consider that ancient history.
Anunnaki power station.
Maybe.
That does explain the amount of pyramids dotted around the earth, doesn't it?
Or it could be Thoth's Emerald Chamber of Gods.
The Egyptian god of knowledge.
Monuments to somebody who passed away. We don't know. They, how extravagant they could be.
I would love a pyramid tomb.
Of course you would, Ben. With your own face plastered upon.
No, I'm not going that far. Just my own pyramid tomb with booby traps.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
Cheers,
If I outlive you, I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate that.
The Dawley Pyramids.
I'm after a street named after me, mate.
He's not joking.
I'm not joking. I'm after it.
Carter Street.
I'm on it. No, Ben Carter Crescent.
Ben
Sounds good.
Carter Crescent. Good on you.
Immortality, mate.
Good on you. I promise not to graffiti the sign.
And what are you going to graffiti it with, sir?
I don't know, a little swastika.
Oh, there you go. Back to your right wing. You Nazi.
I can't help it. Someone drew one on my car and now I'm stuck with it. I'm just going to accept my new identity.
You can't just say someone drew one on your Tesla.
Oh, it's not a Tesla, it's a Kia, but...
Oh, so you drew it on your Kia?
Just for a laugh. I was a victim of a blue-haired criminal.
You were a wig?
Yes. So...
Either way, this is massive. We could delve into this all night.
What is your... gun
Graham
to your head, what's your prediction?
I should say Graham Hancock being accused of
Legend.
white supremacy, even though he's not said that white people built these.
Absolutely mental that that's how they
incredible. Yeah. Why you would he's never said that white people built any of these monuments. Just that they're there past 10,000 years and we should have a look into that.
That's the twisted logic of, right, so this guy says that it's an older technology before these people. Oh, so you're saying these people couldn't do it, you white supremacists? Well, obviously that's the one.
The Egyptians aren't white.
It's insanity. But anything to discredit, but this can't be discredited.
This can't be. This is
LiDAR, radar, technical, mathematical information from the equipment they've used, and what's going on?
Oh
yeah.
Are they sucking up energy from the earth to emit through the tip of the pyramid somehow?
I mean, we talked about Tesla and free energy and transmitting it across the globe. Were the pyramids that kind of thing? Is that where Tesla got the idea from?
Maybe.
Was it a massive Wi-Fi router or whatever their equivalent of Wi-Fi was back then?
Oh, can you imagine Egyptian Pornhub?
Well,
ancient Egyptian Pornhub.
It depends how well they shaved back then.
Not putting out much.
Could it be an ancient launch pad? Could they be UFOs?
Could be with the ships. Did the ships come from underground up through the things?
Oh, the ships, pyramids, and those are the pipes that they landed on.
And if you had energy that manipulated matter, could those... Imagine this, it's hard to explain in words, but can you imagine if the pyramids needed to open up, they literally, brick by brick, separated through, like, war energy as the ship took off through them, and then they just... I don't know. We don't know. Matter manipulation, anti-grav.
At this point, any explanation is completely legit, isn't it?
I think...
Well, as any other, yeah.
There's an old punk song, right? And the lyric, it goes like this. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
And I think that is where we are as a species in terms of this. Like, we don't know anything, and we never really can. And even the people who claim they can interpret the hieroglyphs and all that, that's guesswork. That's, we don't actually... You can't actually 100% guarantee me that that is a correct interpretation of that hieroglyph, because you don't know what that hieroglyph meant. You can never know.
Unless it's on the Rosetta Stone.
If it's obvious, like a man shagging a tiger, you could probably be like, I think they fucked tigers back then.
Fucking hell.
Or
They're
they
brave bastards.
or they
aren't
at least wanted to.
Odd bastards back then.
Well, they would freeze the tiger in place with anti-grav tech.
Yeah, and then shag it. Or are we just anarchy slave monkeys?
I know that to be true.
Is
'cause
Stargate the film real?
I've convened with the gods and they told me.
Well, have you been astral projecting?
Took a lot of mushrooms. No, it's a joke. I haven't done mushrooms for a long time. I don't know. It's just fucking... I love it. I love the vindication of people like Graham. Not necessarily that what they're saying is true, but just the questioning the official fucking timeline.
Yeah.
It's absolutely credible thing to do because it's clearly bollocks and guesswork, and why you're so adamant and rigidly determined to stick to it to the point where you will label people who question it white supremacists. What's wrong with you?
Well,
Surely
he's
we
not
just
said
go,
the white people built this stuff. This is people in across wherever, anywhere else but Europe. In all fairness.
That's their thing though, that they use it. They're saying that because he said, oh no, I don't think this culture built this, I think it's older than that, then they're like, oh, you don't think this culture was capable of building this? Like, fuck, that's not what he's saying.
No?
Is it?
So guys, you have a theory there.
Well, it just came to me as I was urinating.
Oh, that's the best time to have an epiphany.
We know how sort of over the top these like super wealthy like sort of societies can be and stuff. What if this is an incredibly elaborate toilet system for the king of the time?
Dead king.
Whoever was king at the time, he ain't going to shit on a normal throne.
The pharaoh.
The pharaoh shits down the top of the pyramid and it goes like miles down all these chambers. It just could be an incredibly elaborate
It could be.
toilet for a...
Inconvenient for the pharaoh to climb to the top of the pyramid to have a shit though.
He glided up there with his anti-gravity technology, man.
Yeah.
And shat right down the most, like, can you think of a more elaborate throne, as they say? I'm going to have to explain that slang. I think that's UK slang, isn't it?
UK's
The
like,
toilet is
a
called
throne.
the throne.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where have you been? I've been sat on the throne, we would say. Well, isn't that not the ultimate throne to sit upon and shite down?
A pyramid.
It would be hilarious
God,
to me
yes.
if that's how it turned out
My
to be.
God, yes.
And
Well,
we're
that
all
would-
thinking space stations,
that would-
alien...
That would be
tech.
the ultimate.
No, I just wanted to shit down something that would...
It's the ultimate epiphany toilet.
Mm.
It's that toilet you go to that occasionally you just have an epiphany.
Driver at work told me a story the other day. I was like, you bastard. Because he asked me what music I'm into. And I said, oh, my favourite band is Iron Maiden. And he's a Hammers fan. And he was like, that Steve Harris fucking loves Iron Maiden. And I was like, yeah, you know. He said, I met him. What? He said, it was a Hammers game. And there's a particular pub where fans go.
Yeah.
And he said, just older guy, long hair, stood on the street drinking beers, casual as fuck. And he's like, and I noticed people were getting pictures with him and that. And I was like, who's that? And someone was like, I see, bassist from Iron Maiden. So he said, I just went and shook his hand, said, you enjoy the game, had a chat with him. He was sound. And I was like, but you don't like Iron Maiden? No. Fuck you, you monkey cunt. You bastard.
This is where my mother would step in. Genuinely, if there's an AC/DC song playing, hey, I saw AC/DC with Bon Scott.
The original.
And Bohemian Rhapsody plays. I saw this where they figured out how to play on stage.
Oh, nice.
They used to broadcast the whole Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, and they would come on stage for the guitar solo. I saw them that long ago. They hadn't figured out how to play that song on stage.
Wow, awesome. I love that we
You
have in
absolute bitch.
Yeah. I love in England though,
Love you, Mum.
we have celebrity football fans that are real fans, like Robert Plant at Wolves. And
Yeah.
they're just in with the regular folk. Like, Steve Harris is literally worth millions. And he's just mooching about with the... But they're that level of fame, aren't they? Where if you know who they are, they're the most famous people on earth. But if you don't, like this bloke at work, he was just a long-haired bloke in a West Ham top, and people were giving him attention. And I thought, who's he? Oh yeah, only like the fucking greatest bass player that ever existed. You fuck weasel bastard.
Better than Lemmy?
Yeah, better than Lemmy. He's better than Lemmy.
Yeah, but Lemmy was drunk half
Lemmy
the time.
was amazing. Lemmy had his own. No one's ever going to sound like Lemmy, but I just think, come on, Steve Harris writes like 12-minute epics about like
airships falling down.
Yeah, no, well, Bruce wrote that one, but like, you know, any historical like, you know, Steve's an incredible writer.
Well,
and what about
we should get him to write a song like this.
Yeah.
Tell me why I should be a power slave.
Oh, he did write it, Jesus. He's already wrote it.
That's it, it's fucking power. What else is
I
it?
made and predicted the fucking things being found.
I tell you what, I love all Iron Maiden's artwork, but the Power Slave artwork is pretty fucking sexy, isn't it? It's the pyramids and Eddie and
a pharaoh
and he's a power slave. He's like, is that what it? Tell me why I must be a power slave. Maybe that's what it's.
I'm not as big Maiden fan as you two.
The Eye of Horus. Oh, come on. Maybe they were on it.
They may well know it.
Maybe.
Should we go to the next one?
Okay.
Sorry, I should just say, last thing we say, we will do, when we are less pissed, I think we maybe need to do an actual episode on these new pyramid discoveries.
Yeah, I think we do.
I would agree.
It's early days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Literally only found out about it last night.
I saw this today.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
Sicko snuck into stables to have sex with Shetland pony caught on CCTV.
I didn't mean it.
Damien O'Greer, 43, snuck into equine stables on land in Hilperton near Trowbridge, Wiltshire last year and had his way with an innocent Shetland pony.
And Shetland ponies are the little ones, aren't they?
No.
Oh, you cunt.
Police attended the scene after the owner of the Shetland pony reported seeing a man enter a stable on a CCTV system.
Oh, come on. The Shetland ponies are cute. They're little.
Perfect height.
I know, but still.
Officers searched the area but couldn't find the suspect. The 43-year-old defendant of Trowbridge was later identified through DNA.
Ow, what type of DNA, Mike?
But that means that he's on record for something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What type of DNA did they find?
Semen.
It was
semen.
He will be sentenced at Salisbury Crown Court in May and has been released on bail for a pre-sentence report to be compiled.
Oh, just execute the cunt. Just execute him.
Oh, fuck.
No, don't.
You know, we were talking about death sentence off Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be an example. Look at that poor little thing.
It's rape the other day.
Yep. Animal's got no choice.
So, yeah.
Shot. Hung, drawn, quartered.
I'm
and
going
then
back
the
to
bits of him that are left after the hung, drawn and quartering, eject him into space.
Oh, you're not going to put them on stakes outside cities?
Send them into space.
Oh, I like the deterrent.
The heads on spikes outside the city. To be fair, if,
On Tower Bridge.
you know, if I was pulling into like Wigan or somewhere and there was heads on spikes, I'd probably turn round.
Well, I'd turn around from Wigan anyway, to be honest.
Well, yeah, this is true.
Yeah. Yeah, go on then, Mike. What else have you got for this?
Well, that's it, really.
Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, no, I definitely disagree.
I'm joking, of course you do. Of course
You fucking pacifist.
I'm going to have to open this.
Why kill him when you can have good free hard labour?
Because right, okay, you like system.
We've got plenty of tin mines that still need mining, don't we?
We have, yeah. There's plentiful tin mines in Cornwall, Mike. Yeah.
Here, I spent my whole life down a bloody tin mine.
You. Yeah.
The best thing, you know, I was engaged to a lady from Somerset
Somerset.
for a number of years, and in the few years I was engaged to her, the most hilarious thing I ever heard her say, still to this day it comes to my head and I laugh about it. Her mum shouted up the stairs that she was going to the shop. My ex-fiancée goes, "Here, Mum, get me a curly whirly.
Uh,
And I will never forget that. I was dying on the floor. It's like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, just say it again. Say it again. Curly whirly. What's the matter with you? I'm gonna die.
Did she laugh when you said brummy things?
Oh, they called me the Midlands monkey. Yeah, I did get rinsed down there, to be fair, but all good fun. Get me a curly whirly.
Someone's at you.
God love him. All good fun. Well, yeah, just don't fuck ponies.
You don't.
I think that's...
Don't fuck any animal.
No, because, yeah, like you say, they really can't consent.
This made my week.
And finally, Donald Trump expresses support for a US joining the British Commonwealth.
The Seppos are back. They're back.
I love King Charles. He's a great guy.
They want to leave. They're
He's
joining
the best.
You know what the Commonwealth is, right, guys?
It's a collection of countries, and we have some games that nobody gives a fuck about, but they pretend to. Where's the Commonwealth?
The Commonwealth is 56 countries. It used to be in the British Empire.
And we feel guilty, so we
And-
took them a bone.
Technically, for heads of the Commonwealth, the King is head of state.
Well,
The Seppos are back. They're back. They're going to be an associate member, which means they technically don't have to have Charles as head of state, but they're part of the Commonwealth. So
they're
they
not really
do.
doing this, are they?
Donald Trump loves the idea. He loves the idea.
President Donald Trump made a surprising comment about joining the British Commonwealth nearly 250 years after the United States declared its independence from the Kingdom of Great Britain in 1776.
Not anymore. It's going to be God Save the King.
Trump raised eyebrows with a Truth Social post on Friday, March 21st, showing a link to an article from The Sun. The US president is sharing articles from The Sun. I love this reality. I love it. I love the fact that somebody turned up the satire button.
Yeah.
He's fucking... Why is he even reading The Sun? How is The Sun? How does the President of the United States of America know that The Sun exists? And he's just willy-nilly having a shit in fucking Mar-a-Lago, sharing like we all do. He's on Twitter. He's read a fucking Sun article and gone, I like that. And he shared it. And now everyone's thinking, fucking hell, Trump. I love him. Fuck, he doesn't give a shit. He told Joe Rogan that the whole Canada thing, he was literally just having a laugh. He started off, he was just having a laugh. And because he got a reaction, he was like, oh, I'm going to keep doing that. But now he's caused... It's fucking chaos. Canada is boycotting all this shit. There's like
They're doing
massive
the anthem.
corporate people just going insane. There's all these wars going on because he's having a laugh. That's the president. And god damn it, I'll take a bullet for the man. I love it. Finally, a troll. A human is in charge with a sense of humour.
He's your dad.
I wish. Fuck me.
I listened to it on really old episodes where he ribbed you for looking like Donald Trump Jr. back in the day.
I wish Donald
I'm
Trump.
throwing it back at there.
I wish he was my father.
I mean, the fucking money he's got.
I love this shit. It's just so funny to me that the man is just having a laugh and it's causing international chaos and real world problems from just him going, I think we could take over Canada. Yeah. It's a mad thing to say. Imagine.
And Greenland.
They go
And
for
Panama.
the US and Panama.
Go for the US.
And now the UK. Imagine
Apparently he's had the military draw up plans for an invasion of Panama.
Can you imagine a reality where Keir Starmer says, as a laugh, publicly into the world's media, I think we could take over Wales. Why not?
Well, we already
What
did.
do they give us? You mean I mean?
You mean Ireland?
Well, yeah, okay.
No,
That'd be
what
a
I
better
want-
example.
What I want Kira to come on and says, you know the Commonwealth, it's the Empire again now, and then we play God Save the King and Rule Britannia.
Oh, you'd love that shit, wouldn't you?
Oh God, yeah.
It's been discussed at the highest levels. It would be a wonderful move that would symbolise Britain's close relationship with the US. Donald Trump loves Britain and has great respect for the royal family, so we believe he would see the benefits of this.
Well, the British monarch, King Charles III, will offer to make the US an associate member of the Commonwealth. The voluntary association is currently made up of 56 countries, most formally under British rule, of which King Charles is a ceremonial head. King Charles could be the ceremonial head of the United States of America.
Nah, it would only be ceremonial though.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Trump's not
guys.
gonna-
It doesn't matter. We're back. We're back, baby. The British Empire.
Oh, Ben, I wish it was, but it's not, is it? Well, this isn't what I want. I don't want
What,
Trump.
guys, on a political scale, think about this. You've got the EU, massive trading bloc. Russia and its mates, BRICS, massive trading bloc. All of a sudden, you've got 56 countries on your side. British Empire and the Commonwealth becomes a free trading bloc of its own.
Apparently, it isn't even up to King Charles. It's up to the Commonwealth Secretariat.
Who's he?
Fuck knows.
Exactly. Look at all these behind the scenes. Look,
So,
all we
then
need
you've
to
got
know.
America back as part of the Commonwealth. It's a massive free trading bloc.
Well, not for much longer when America collapses.
Shh.
It's not going to collapse.
So it'll collapse or never collapse. It's too big to fall.
It's too big to fail.
That's what they said about Rome.
The Roman Empire survived.
Yeah.
And the
We are the
Byzantine
Roman
Empire.
Empire,
Don't
aren't
you
we?
dare tell me it was a Turkish Empire. Don't you fucking dare. I'm going to stop you right there. But it emerged the Byzantine Empire, which did fall, and then you have technically the Vatican State, which is the Holy Roman Catholic Empire, don't you?
America can never fail because
It can't if it's part of the British Empire, Gaz.
look, country music proves that it won't fail.
We'll now have a little Seppo bits.
Wrestling,
Charles is going to be head of
WWE.
America.
I can't. If America falls, the WWE falls, and I can't have that. I can't live in that reality. It will never fail. Unless WWE becomes its own state as they're a billionaire organisation.
But when you only see
Is that possible?
America joining the Commonwealth, the Empire, the old Empire.
No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see them kowtow to us. I know it might sound mad.
What?
No, I don't. I don't. They, to me, need to be Big Brother, superpower, Big Daddy. We got the big guns. They need to be our protector.
So-
I need that psychologically.
What
I
if
need
we
it.
let you wear a red coat and shoot Frenchmen?
Well, look, I know that we're great, and I want us to be strong, but I like the idea of thinking that we're fucking super great. We're like Optimus Prime, right?
No,
We're
okay. Put this in Transformers for me.
Okay. We are Optimus Prime.
Britain.
Yes, we are Optimus Prime, but it's nice to know that Omega Supreme is out there and on our side, and we can rely on him when needs be. The biggest Transformer, well, he's not the biggest, but, you know, he's a Sentinel. I'm trying to keep it simple. My point is, I like to think and know, psychologically, it's important to me, as a citizen of the world, to know that we have this big brother called America, who, if somebody like spits at you, they'll stamp them to death, like completely.
That's not the opposite of what Trump's saying, though, is it?
I know, that's why I don't like the story. I don't want them to be subservient to us. I want
Well,
us
they
to have
won't
a
be,
big brother.
but Charles will technically be kind of head. So it's a back door. They'll still be America,
Donald.
but they have to acknowledge the royal family again, guys. Which you
Donald.
should love.
Donald, I don't think you should. I really don't think you should be friends with Putin.
That's just your Duke of Edinburgh voice recycled.
Yeah, I don't think. You know, sausage fingers. Leave it. No, I don't. I don't like it, Ben. I'm sorry. America needs to be king, and I'm happy being prince. But I want them to be king.
They don't want to protect us anymore.
Oh, that's because our leaders are cunts.
It's not even that. It's just
Look,
it's Trump as well.
but if we had a leader who...
Trump's the one making this fuss about not...
If we had a leader
protecting
who
Europe.
Trump liked, it'd be different, wouldn't it?
No, because we're not the only power in Europe.
Look, I'm just saying, I need
I
Big Brother America to make me feel better.
genuinely kind of feel a little bit betrayed. I've been told my whole life that if, Russia kicks off or someone kicks off, then America will help us.
Mm.
And now apparently that might not be a thing. And I kind of feel a little bit betrayed and sad by it.
Well,
Considering that the only time that Article 5 has been invoked was when the US was attacked on 9/11 and the rest of NATO came to help them out in their war for oil. Which I think, kind of, they've earned our due a little bit there. When the Russians roll into Poland or Austria, is the US going to come and help us? Hypothetically, I'm not saying they're going to.
Well, he says not,
Hypothetically,
doesn't he? He
says he's not.
why should he?
Because that's Article 5, that's the NATO agreement, and we all help each other out.
But, if you're not scratching his back,
But we've
he's
been
the
told,
daddy.
but we've been told our whole lives that they'll help us out, they'll get involved, that they are our umbrella.
Look, I'm a simpleton. I know not of these things, these agreements and these historical things. I know nothing of this. I'm just telling you, from my simpleton's point of view, for my psychological well-being, I require a strong America to be the big brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy with that.
Yes, exactly. And I want that. But Trump is saying that if Russia does roll in, we're not going to be a big brother. They voted with Russia at the UN. America voted with Russia at the UN.
Ben, I question, of all the things Trump says, none of which are serious or true.
I get it.
Why have you picked on this one to be like...
I don't know what you're saying.
He means it. Of course he doesn't fucking mean it. He's trumping.
But we also
he is
all
literally trumping.
But we also all agree that he doesn't want a war, so why would he get involved?
He's trumping. He doesn't. He's not fucking.
I don't know.
As if America's going
I
to join
just-
their fucking comment. What the?
No, but it might sit
Oh,
out.
we're going to rename it the Gulf of this. We're going to take over Canada. We're
It
he's
might-
having a laugh.
It might sit out.
I don't know. Anyway,
It might not agree. It might sit out.
as long as we can agree that Trump is the greatest living human.
The greatest living. The greatest living. Yeah, okay. No, he's not the greatest. I can't think of who is.
Hulk Hogan, obviously.
CM Punk.
Who did he body slam at WrestleMania 3? No one. What the fuck? He don't even should be mentioned in the same breath. And I say the same thing to anybody that says, "Oh, you shouldn't be a fan of Hulk Hogan anymore." Listen. He never racially insulted me.
He never failed to put you over.
Never insulted me. That's all I'm gonna say. God love him.
And in that match that you had, he made sure that he pinned you.
Look, all the people who want to slag him off for backstage politicking, who earned the most money?
Oh,
Whose family was looked after the most? Yeah, get in line, boys.
he-
God bless America. God bless capitalism. God bless big fucking warships and guns.
He's off on one.
Yes.
There's a cowboy hat and
Yes.
there's a peanut on
God
gas.
bless pickup trucks and hot dogs and weak beer. Yes. And Teslas. Yeah, I said it. Fuck you.
Well, on that
I
note,
think that's really should
on
end
that
it.
note, yeah. I'm in Ben. Do as thou wilt. Love is the law, and every man and woman is a star.
I'm in mine. Thanks for listening.
Sorry, like, unless you're shitting yourself to battle on the test, then you're not a star. No, so sorry, buddy.
Peace out, may the force be with you.
Free Biff Tannen. Goodbye. Oh, I'm Gaz. Bye.